Okay, Crystal, what do you have for us?
Okay. I had gotten a text from Eric to contact this person.
Well, hello, it's been forever.
I'm Crystal.
Yes.
Hi.
Case manager you're working with. That's Sedona, assistant case manager.
Hi.
The team gets called back out to a familiar place and a previous client.
And she said, oh yeah, I know the group and I've had them out before.
Took a little year, but yeah, we had came to this place and we've been called back again.
This is Terry. There's a lot of stuff going on.
That was one of my questions too, is that the stuff had happened here before you had moved in.
So it's not surprising for her to be experiencing something down here, an alley especially. That doesn't surprise me a bit, especially since that corner is the one that I would sit in and I'm exhausted.
Well, I think it stems from this ex-girlfriend, and she thought you guys had resolved it. And I said, oh good, okay. I said, well, what's going on now? I'm trying to get her to talk about now, why she thinks we need to be there now. She said, well, the boys have been seeing some things, and she said that she heard a little girl's voice saying, come here, mommy.
When she left, whatever had been pestering her at her apartment before she came here, I think that's what was with her, and it took off with her. And then right here was where they felt like they were running into a wall. Well, there was definitely something.
There's a resistance coming up the stairs right now, I felt.
Yeah, but it's mostly the main floor and the 2 bedrooms that are kind of concern. And trying to figure out what's there so I know how to best protect my boys.
Nothing too intensely powerful. It doesn't feel that way at the moment, but it just is a kind of hanging in the background.
I was on my side of the bed, rolled over, facing this direction, and when I went to roll back that way to be flat on my back, that's when I saw that face by my hand, and I went, no, thank you.
What does the team find out? What's different this time?
All right, are we ready? It's like, what the hell was that?
So 1 mirror down, and then from here, you go a step further, you still feel okay, either getting it out of the house completely, or for the time being, covering it up. Are the cats okay?
Spilled a little sense of maybe wood and maybe a little floral, but
Oh,
it's
probably a bastard, huh?
further away.
Well, it's not nice.
No, it's not nice.
Because you want to stay here and continue doing what you were doing, right?
Yep. Taste. That's what I got.
Yeah.
Again, is that your purpose?
You can't play fair, you're not welcome here. No, it's not what. You listened to what I said.
Everyone's asleep.
I'm not hearing anything. Let me know if you're trying to talk. Gotta push and hold the button.
I forgot I needed to hold that. She's been telling me the story.
Uh-oh.
Left.
Oh, it said left. Oh, it is left. I can't talk. I can't talk.
Continue on Highway
Yeah,
330
reflexes,
south
baby.
for 6 miles.
You like that? Thank you.
Sure what that was.
Could be easier if we just find a place
Yes.
and pull over once we're in town and just kind of do it in person.
That's exactly what we were just talking about.
I was wondering what was going on there. But yeah, no, that's fine. We can do our briefing, then that will include the other two in real time. Or just find a place. I don't know if there's just kind of a park just in town there. Mary, briefing time. We're here.
Hey, are you guys starting? Oh, that's right. I was supposed to push the button.
They always have an issue. You guys have issues with pushing the button.
Because we're in the conversation in where we're at in the present here and now moment. Oh yeah, you actually hear this part?
I know, multitasking.
That's what I'm chuckling at.
So
I thought more in the lines that you dropped the camera in your crotch or something.
We almost did.
Okay, Crystal, what do you have for us?
Okay. I had gotten a text from Eric to contact this person. She didn't answer me the first time, so then when she called me back, I asked her if she could kind of divulge. I told her who I was and what I was doing, and she was happy, and she said, oh yeah, I know the group, and I've had them out before, and she said I had an ex-girlfriend, and I had some problems with her, and you guys solved it. And I said, oh, that's good. I said, well, can you tell me what's going on? And she says, well, I think it stems from this ex-girlfriend. And she said, something about a little girl in the closet. She thinks the ex-girlfriend brought this little girl in the closet to her house and some other things. And she thought you guys had resolved it. And I said, oh, good, okay. I said, well, what's going on now? You know, I'm trying to get her to talk about now, why she thinks we need to be there now. She said, well, the boys have been seeing some things, and she said that they've been hearing voices, like just, they'd be off doing something, and if there's voices, she thought she heard the boys crying, and she heard a little girl's voice saying, come here, mommy, and just weird things have been happening. Doors opening and stuff. And then she went back to the little girl in the closet. Okay. I got nothing else out of her other than that it was bothering the boys, and it was, you know, something in their room, and they heard voices. They opened doors. That's what I got.
Okay, I have something. They're talking about that. Okay, this goes back to with her ex-friend. When we did an investigation at her place the first time, if you remember right, the little girl, her little daughter, had a friend in the closet.
Right.
Oh, I was here, I can't remember what year, but yeah, we had came to this place, and we're back, we've been called back again.
It's always helpful, as I was telling the team during our briefing, we can get to a place that we've been to, some of us, been to before. So we have that familiarity with it. We can see how the energy and activity changes over time. In this case, it's been years. Chapter 3, case 27, I believe, is part of that, which you can go back, see what it was then. The situation seemed to be different. We'll see what we run into this time.
At first, I thought it was going to be this, there's one spirit that we didn't cross over the last time, and so I thought, oh, it's probably him. We're going to come over and cross him over, all that. We got here, and it seems like it's a whole new ball game. Could it be connected?
We'll find out when we get there.
I'll have to look through our...
Is it the same location, the same closet?
No, that was an apartment.
It was in Marshalltown.
Okay. Just confirming and checking for those of us
But
who
I'll have
have no
to
clue
look
any of the
through-
She
storyline.
kept saying it was a laundry room, that they had
remember
converted the
that
closet
laundry
into a laundry room. They had
So I'll have to, when we get back to the car, try to pull that up, pull up that investigation up.
So it may or may not be related to that at all, but
Yeah, it
we'll see.
could be, but that's one angle that we can.
Yeah, because then what
Or
I
maybe
was
that's what her
advised-
fixation was. Is that what you guys found, or what your findings were last time that you did an investigation with her?
Well,
Is that
she
where she's stuck
wouldn't,
on?
unless Ophelia told her anything about it,
Okay.
she would not have known
Okay.
anything about that.
Or she watched this episode.
Or
Yeah.
she could have watched
It was
that too.
And that's might be
it was
where she's-
before that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
well, that's what she dwelled on. It.
Well, yeah, this house is it's just different from because that was a different client, separate location.
But the
Yeah.
client was there the last time.
Briefly
we-
stayed there for a little while and then didn't. Said this initially, and I believe whatever entity came with our house guest left with her. However, we've had some new things happen. Keeping in mind that the house is 102 years old, two separate people who are able to see, as she calls it in quotes, have described what appears to be some samurai-looking entity. Think the Ring. So that's why I was like, don't get too worked up here. It's not
I know,
necessarily
but
Wasayona,
I'm
but it's
just
a
saying-
type
Yeah.
that could be.
Okay, yeah. So I gotta keep my shield up.
With unusual hands creeping around through the house. They don't feel she's evil, just a trickster, if you will. I have ceiling fans that have gone off while not near the switch. One might call me a psychic medium of sorts. It's new to me, she put on the side. Lights in the basement are coming on when no one has been down there for some time. This entity, whatever it is, has also been leaving handprints on the ceiling in my children's room, which is a concern for me, and both friends said something to the effect that she doesn't like that the window in their bedroom being blocked off. Okay, they said she's less of a hag and more of a young girl. My cousin said she likes to play hide and seek in the laundry room closet, and she shifts her shape and is quite naughty, as kids can be, but she was described by him and a friend to look kind of like Samara. Samara, I think I'm saying it wrong. Sorry, Ring people.
Right.
From the Ring with long black hair and long creepy fingers. In the boys' room, we put up a sigil and a glass, and an evil eye, if you will, to try to protect them. The attic entrance in there, if you look carefully, has long fingerprints coming from inside, like she drug her hands back into the attic, and the door will not stay latched. So I told it the first time that it can remain if it's respectful. They may stay, but if they are disrespectful, they must leave. I'm a novice, of course, in this. I gave it my best. And then she talked about the weekends being available and kind of.
Yeah.
So that's what.
So she did
told me.
say to me. She did say something about the fingers in the attic.
Okay. Right.
This morning, what I received was, what was it? Power up, protection, and then healing. So
Yeah.
it sounds like she's got some leveling up happening. Everyone's abilities are kind of on the increase, which is happening globally right now anyways.
Right.
So then, yeah, they're getting some more interactions and stuff, but she needs to learn how to protect herself a little bit more.
Right.
So then she can move on to healing some things that
Some of this
there's
sounds
some
like a
stuff that
classic
needs to
guidance of like an awakening, somebody going through
yes,
that
yes,
and
yes,
needing
yes.
some help, or people like us. Maybe that's
Yeah,
why
right,
we're here.
exactly.
It's maybe more of a
Same
coaching
thing,
thing. Maybe
exactly.
it could be.
Yeah,
And maybe nothing
yeah.
bad with that.
Well, we don't always
Yeah.
have to go to. We don't always have to go to a scene where we have to get rid of a ghost or
Right.
protect
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
We
Most of them
do
we don't.
teaching.
No,
I mean, we
it's
teach.
teaching.
A lot of it
We
is
teach
that. A
people
lot
how
of it
to-
is spiritual counseling.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I almost wanted to say Sally. Wasn't that the
Sally,
little girl's
that
name?
was the
That was the little girl's name, Sally.
Yes, Sally. Because I remember, because I was thinking, talking with her and all that, that I was thinking it was Allie projected herself. And it was.
Well,
it
there was a huge
Allie
dynamic
being
with that because
Sally.
she was a very gifted young child,
she
about
was.
5 years of age at the
That's
time,
about,
4 or
yeah,
5, and
about
she was
this-
coming into
this
it. So
girl was about
Yeah.
4 or 5 years
Yes, I
old.
Yeah.
remember.
So
Yes.
awakening.
well, hello.
Well, I
been
Hello.
forever.
Hi, Crystal.
Yes.
Hi.
Case manager you're working with. That's
Yeah.
Sedona, assistant case manager.
And
Mary was here before, remember? Yep. Field
I
researcher.
remember you three.
Yeah, and Carrie was here too.
Yep.
So,
Nice.
so, yeah, go ahead. Anything out here we need to talk about first?
For the most part, the outside is fine. It's what's inside that's kind of interesting. So,
I'm already drawn to that room.
I know.
that's the boys' bedroom, and we have an evil eye hanging in there because there's like, it's very faint, but Steve and I can kind of see like a handprint that just kind of like drags back into the attic opening. I'm like, I don't want them in there with something, without something to protect them. So that room has been one of concern, but the other one is the laundry room on the back of the house.
Okay.
Though they started creeping into my room up there. I'm like, hey, okay, that's my sanctuary. You can't be here.
Yeah.
And then it was just kind of a, nope, I'm not handling this. I'm rolling over, going to bed.
And Terry, I remember last time we were here, we focused, because I crossed someone over in the basement. So we focused a lot down there for that, but that was a different situation.
Yeah, and it's not so bad down there, and I think whatever was with her, if it didn't leave her, it went with her.
Right.
I worked with Sedona to ground myself because I was having some, personal issues that I wanted to get rid of. And so I got that under control. So I'm just trying to keep my blue light around me.
Ms. Terry has filled us in on some of the happenings here in the house and giving us our initial tour. There is a couple of spots that I know I've pegged on. Nothing too intensely powerful. It doesn't feel that way at the moment, but it just is a kind of hanging in the background, watching sense at the moment. I don't want to go too far into that because we haven't gone to the spiritual yet, but that's just kind of my initial read.
Hopefully we can neutralize her, do whatever, and get rid of the negative energy that's in this house.
That's what we
I
felt.
haven't had any problems in the basement since. But it's mostly the main floor and the 2 bedrooms that are kind of concern. Just kind of trying to figure out what's there so I know how to best protect my boys. So, and their dad is going to take them out to a movie here shortly, so they don't have to be here and have their anxiety all peaked and stuff.
Yeah.
I know one's over there on the swing listening.
Yeah, see him.
But yeah, I don't feel like it's anything necessarily negative, but Steve, I don't know if you met him at the expo. He's actually turned out to be my cousin, not just my best friend. So we're distantly related, but he also has got kind of a clairvoyant gift, and a friend of ours is also clairvoyant. They were over here about a month or so ago, probably right before I contacted you. And they said whatever, because I always see like a little ghost cat just kind of trotting through the house, no big deal. And they said that they didn't feel like he was quite a ghost cat, like it was kind of a shape-shifting thingy. And I was like, well, that's out of my realm. I can handle the random apparition or, the clairaudience, hearing the voices now and then, but I don't do shapeshifters. So if that's what it is, we need to kind of figure out what's going on in there.
Yeah. Is it something that seems to be kind of equal opportunity for anybody that's in the house experience stuff, or more focal point on you?
Nobody else seems to see them, which is okay. I'm okay
You're
with
good.
that.
Yeah.
Steve feels them, sees them. I have spirits that linger around me, loved ones from, their passing on and everything. I'm not worried about it. I feel more protected than anything, but it's mostly me and, friends that have the gifts that can see or sense them.
Yeah.
So.
And then we talked before we came and about medical things and things like that. And I felt emotional. And I think there's a loss surrounding some of this.
know, as far as the NDE comes into play, I actually felt that was, at first it was scary, but it's actually kind of a positive thing. I felt at peace.
Yeah.
It was comfortable. A lot
Changes
of
your perspective.
yeah, and I've read that a lot of people don't want to come back,
Right.
and then they get angry when they do, and they're just like, "Why didn't you just leave me alone?" And that kind of a thing. But for me, it was
my mentor, Mama Jackie, as I call her. You know, she had originally had one of those years ago before I even met her, and that was her description. She went there, and there was all these children, and they were getting in line to get on the lap, and when it was her turn, she was basically told no. And she remembered, like, throwing a fit, like a temper tantrum. Like, no, I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back.
yeah.
I don't know what happened after that, but what I remember of this was that I was running through this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful light. I knew who the man was. To me, he was God, and it was like unlike anything, any beauty I could even describe. Just this negative existence moving away from me. I mean, it was just like taking a long, cool bath, and you feel refreshed after it, and it revives you. And then the next thing I remember is screaming, "I don't want to go back, I don't want to go back, I don't want to go back."
Fading in, and then I'm coming out, and then fading in, and then I just come out.
Well, and I didn't know I was dying, so I thought I passed out, and I'm like, hey, this is pretty cool. What are you doing waking me up?
Right? Well, and I had, you know, I remember telling the nurse, I feel like I'm forgetting to breathe.
All right, NDE, or near-death experience, has been estimated to happen about 1 in 10 people. Majority of people, they just don't come back. It's just actual death that happens. But for those who do come back, they come back different a lot of times. And no two near-death experiences seem to be the same. They might have similar characteristics, like there's a few of them that have the tunnel or the white light. Some have reported the actual life flashing before their eyes kind of thing. And then there's some that they have a near-death experience and they come back from a place that is cold, dark, not so pleasant.
And it was barely a whisper. And I remember I kind of looked behind me, I'm checking monitors, I'm just making sure everything's okay, and I'm like, why is there a 7 in front of that number? That's the only one I could make out. I didn't have contacts or glasses on or anything, and I was like, oh. I don't know.
Because of the things that Terry has been going through and experiencing, I see a lot of similarities in the journey that I had taken in growing into my abilities and growing into my skills, having medical things happen, and just your perspective in life and view on the world changing, eye-opening.
Okay, I need to process that. And then it was, when I talked to her after my experience, she's like, what was the question? I was like, what? She goes, there's always a question. And I was like, well, I don't remember a question, but I have to imagine that if there was one, it would be, are you ready? And she's like, bingo, that's exactly it. Right. She's like, it's always, are you ready? Have you done what you're here to do? And I was like, light bulb. Like everything just changed in that moment. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh, well, you know what? That changes things a lot. Mm-hmm. So,
and if you're a believer in reincarnation, I know I'm an old soul, so it's kind of progressed. So you learn stuff in a certain chapter of your life.
Yeah.
And then when you are ready to go, or it's been decided for you that you have learned that lesson, then some of us remember bits and pieces from before, and some of us don't at all.
Yeah.
There's that, that myth about the whole birthmarks being an indicator of maybe some trauma from past life. I'm open-minded to it, but I don't know for sure.
Yep,
but,
exactly.
Things like that.
And that's kind of why I asked her, was I kind of wanted to get a deeper understanding of it, because I was like, I realized that this is a question that might invoke some trauma. I know why I came back. Those two.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm here to help them. Mm-hmm. I'm here to show them how it's done.
Yeah.
And how to get through this thing we call life.
Yes. Preach it.
It's kind of interesting that this client had a near-death experience. We've come across those before in the past with some of our cases, and they do seem to have some kind of a heightened sense or intuition boost when they come back, where they're more likely to communicate maybe with spirits or have some kind of ESP ability. It's interesting. Definitely recommend checking it out, and you be the judge.
So this is what originally was the main living room. We use it as our dining room now. We pulled the carpet and everything. That was the parlor, probably where they would have held like funerals and such. That's where I
It has a second door.
Oh, well, the windows are never open because allergies. You guys were here before, like the only place I would sit was like right by that second front door there. Because it was like I had a draw to sit there. And then when Ophelia was living here, all of her activity was in the basement in that one room. Well, in that one room, it's directly underneath the living room. So that was a thing. A lot of it is between the living room and the dining room. Like I'll see the ghost cat just kind of wander through the doorways. And like, well, okay. No, she was laying on the back of the couch with the dog when I noticed it. And I was like, oh. And the dog's sitting up and she's got her ears perked. And I'm like, it's 12 o'clock at night. Nobody's down here but me. And it was just kind of a bizarre thing that happened that night. And she's just like, hey, you know, lay back down. But she will never leave me alone down here. And I've like no idea why. Oh, yeah, my sister gave me a whole bunch of herbs and I had to tie them all up. I got a whole bunch of stuff hanging here, just ready for cooking and kitchen witching and all that stuff.
No, when I'd seen at that first expo years back, his first time after the case, when there was a few years gap there too.
Yeah.
Seen how much advanced even from when we met, and I was like, she's getting into. I was proud of you. I was like, good, good.
I'm embracing my identity a little more.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of this, we've been wild foraging for work, and my sister gives me lots of stuff because she's got tons.
Yeah.
She's got a huge garden. I think the next place I would go is probably the laundry room here. This is the little closet guy I'm talking about.
Yeah, I was like, that little closet there.
That little closet. She likes to hide in there, and she'd just pop her head around the corner and just be like, hi.
Okay.
And
I'm okay.
then she sneaks back in there.
You okay if I move those things out of the way and like?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm totally okay with that. They're all empty. They just need to.
Your husband, was he in the military?
He was. He was a combat medic. He does have PTSD. So he kind of tries to avoid this type of stuff because he's just like, I don't want to know, like, you know, what might have tailed home or doing the peekaboo thing.
You're good. I'm tucking in a corner.
And then right here was where they felt like they were running into a wall.
Well, there was definitely something.
There's a resistance coming up the stairs right now. I felt.
Yeah, and the linen closet usually doesn't have anything going on, but usually it's the boys' room and my room is where the new activity's been.
Oh, careful.
You good?
Okay.
Me in my head, it's like
You be
feel like
you.
someone's pushing.
Right. Reground or separate
Yep.
if you need to.
Yep. Stay grounded.
Boys are pigs.
Okay, I'm gonna stay back here. And
Yeah, we've re-blessed their evil eye.
Yeah.
This is the closet or the attic door where we found the handprint, kind of like it was drug along.
Okay.
But it's like they curled their hand out and then drug it back in.
Okay.
And
Is
so
it
it's
still? Is there still something that there?
I can't see it anymore, but it was there.
Which side was it on?
It had been that side, and it would have been really faint anyway. It was like just noticeable. And so then the next room is my room, and I usually sleep on the mirror side of the bed, and I was on my side of the bed, rolled over, facing this direction, and when I went to roll back that way to be flat on my back, that's when I saw that face by my hand, and I went, no, thank you.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, this is kind of like my sanctuary. This is my place.
Right.
Like, ooh, don't like that.
Do you ever have any problems with the closets?
Nope.
What is the purpose of this?
That's my besom from a Midwest Witches Conference that we went to here a few years back, I think right before COVID. Like all my witchy stuff. I've never had a problem in here up until just, a few weeks ago when I saw that hand and I was like, okay, we need to do something because that's not okay.
Just kind of educate viewers a little bit. It's kind of along the lines of putting like a cross above a doorway.
Yep. Yep.
Is that what this is for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
So you have them for good luck and protection above your doorways.
Yep.
So it's kind of like when you sweep bad luck away. That a lot of cultures will do.
Yep.
With
You
the broom.
sweep the bad energies and the bad luck out the doorway,
Right.
and then you hang the besom after it's been cleansed and all that. You hang it back up above the doorway, and that helps to protect your domicile from all
Whatever
the
this one
ickies.
is, it talks.
Yeah.
Because it's talking to me.
Is it? Yeah, she's got a temperament.
It's a couple things that say it's okay. We're tapping a little bit in spiritual early, but
Sorry.
no. But what's it?
No,
I
that's
mean,
all
is it
right.
something you want to pass along, or hold on to?
Or just it's talking.
Well, I can tell you what it's saying, but
Well, go ahead. It might help her.
it's telling me something about sacred ground
It might be. I wouldn't be surprised.
and heat warnings and health.
Ah.
Bingo.
Well, that's funny because that's the messages I had received this morning, and I told the team it was about it was power-ups, protection, and healing was the three keywords I had gotten this morning, and in that order, it's you're obviously powering up, you're leveling up.
Yep.
Which now that I hear there's a near-death experience, okay, that makes sense.
I'm waking up and
Correct.
and everything's different, and I'm trying to get my health back.
Creepy basements, we love creepy basements.
Is the dog supposed to be outdoors without a chain?
Yeah,
She has an electric fence.
Oh.
Yeah, this is where she slept. It feels empty to me now, which is good because we had originally sealed it and then you guys came in and blessed it and it just feels empty now. It doesn't feel so bad
Jogging
to
your
me.
memory coming back. You remember this?
A little.
I remember.
Yes,
I remember
Yeah, she was standing in the doorway when she got sick.
Sorry. Okay.
I remember going back there.
It's quite the job they did. Nice.
It does.
Yeah, it feels
Yeah,
lightest
it's
of
all up
everywhere
there.
else.
Yeah, I mean, I
Careful with that can.
Yeah, it's very grounded and clear down here.
Yeah.
It just does feel very, yeah.
neat.
Well, from
Lots of
here,
family.
I think we'll go ahead and we'll pull in what it's not a full huge setup, but we have some equipment bring in and kind of go from there. So
Okay.
Can I bother you for a glass of water?
No, that's absolutely fine.
okay, I got the other pod almost ready to go here.
Awesome. I'm talking with the ghost, letting him know how everything works, or spirit, or whatever it shall be.
Anxiety jumping.
I need her.
Mary,
help
step
with-
inside to do some grounding before we start here.
Try to be inclusive.
Okay, so
And so that's
could be working
why
that angle.
that's why I grabbed hold of Sedona to help me with grounding,
yeah.
and so it has helped. Like I said, it's still in the back of my mind, but
I don't know
I'm
if you heard,
focusing-
but I was telling her with what we know, especially
Yeah.
of shapeshifters and aspects like that,
yeah.
the work on something like that to distract a person. I haven't
That's
told
exactly what's
anybody on the
happened.
team yet. Angela had come up. I'm like, why the hell? So it's trying to work on me already. I have not told anybody about that. I've just ignored it and blocked it.
See, and I had a
Yes.
moment where right before she had come to me, I was at the point where I'm like, okay, I need to after watching Carrie meditate, and I was like, no, it's time to set myself straight, which
And
is why I was going to go
Right.
outside.
Yeah.
Well, let's
And then-
talk
And
about.
I'm so
I had a
glad.
hysterectomy for the same reason.
Yep.
So let's
Yeah.
talk about the symbols. And
Me too.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
now I'm itchy again. and- oh, God.
Well, like
Yeah.
that, I am very grateful to you, Sedona, for being there and helping me. I knew that she was a person that I needed to talk to because I don't want it to affect my investigation, so that's why I want to nip it in the butt now.
What's good with the knowledge?
Yeah, Mary.
The knowledge
Yeah.
to
That's that
identify.
empowerment.
Yeah, the
Yes.
knowledge to identify that
Yeah.
what is going on here could be trying to either, and not so much on the other aspect of it would be trying to get us to work against each other. That's another thing I've seen before. I haven't seen that yet, But the other thing that I am seeing
Yeah,
with and
but
what I felt and what you're
I've been-
feeling is it's trying to pull on past trauma or scratch at old scars like you.
Oh,
used to
that's
say.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like when you guys were upstairs in her bedroom, I was standing in the hallway and I was throwing stuff in the boys' room. That's why I walked back in.
I'd say mine was moderate.
And you're having
No, I just
palpitation?
no.
Okay.
I'm just feeling very dizzy.
Okay. I wanted to double check on that
That
too because you had
dog
heart stuff before.
Will not get near me. You know how much of an animal lover I am? That dog will run from me right now.
Okay.
It's the craziest thing I've seen.
She let me come right
I
up
just
to
have
her.
chills when I'm talking about it. I don't know if I'm carrying something with me. I don't know. No, I almost start crying upstairs.
Yeah.
There's stuff.
So we just now walking out to get some equipment to carry back in. Carrie and I were both. It's just a big difference when you leave the house. Just a very it's lighter. But yeah, when you go in there.
Can I talk a little bit about like my thoughts before we came? There had been loss. There's something lost here and something very sad. And then when Crystal was talking about her dream, nobody would know how I would translate dreams, so I don't know if this is accurate or not. But it was like a developing aspect of herself is changing. It was forced to change, which would go along with this whole
What we were
story.
told, yeah.
But I almost cried in there. I don't know why.
And you were saying it's probably been since Velisca since you've been affected that intense?
Yes.
Okay. That's saying something because that's years ago.
Oh, that's, yeah.
Yeah.
Dylan might have been 3, so he's 21 now.
Yeah. Wow.
15 years ago.
Okay. That puts things in perspective.
Yeah. It was very light, and I did have some interactions with Interceptor. Some words came up. They seem relative, but they're also the words that always come up on Interceptor. So my questions would be answered. It was interesting.
On the Ovilus.
Ovilus, sorry. Interceptor was down there with Ovilus. There you
It was
go.
your buddy.
Yes.
I don't have a video. I do have. Actually, I do have this. What?
Solo.
Solo, yeah.
Thank you.
Testing 1, 2, 1, 2, testing.
Okay. So you do have calm a little bit. Like, if you say something you need help, you could say it in here too, or just go upstairs. But
Okay. I can talk without it, like, disrupting you.
right. And you shouldn't hear the chirping that might disrupt you because this comes from this, and this will be in another room.
Okay.
Alrighty, good luck. You want this door shut or no?
No, I want it open
Okay.
just in case there's something in there that wants to walk in.
Alright.
You can shut lights off though, I'm fine.
Let's see.
When I did get blinking, I would move the Ovilus over to see if there's something making it blink or not, and then it would stop. But then I put it back where it was, and it was still stopped. So that was, I was trying to debunk it, but no, it would blink every once in a while. I asked how many spirits were here, and it blinked 13 times. I don't know if that's accurate or not.
Oh my god.
And then the dog stuck down on me, so I don't know if that was the danger or not. And then the gray cat came up, and I had the most wonderful session with the gray cat. And what it reminded me is when we bring things in somewhere, everything has a vibration. And you have lots of loving vibrations with the animals. So, I don't know, it just brought me to everything had a vibration, and the animals were definitely here as love.
Our first session, it was Crystal and I and Terry, our client.
First session, I had the necrophonics going on my phone. Who's here? This is just a millimeter. But it went up to 4. Hello? My millimeter went up, clear up to 10.2 at that point in time, and then it has been bouncing around from 1 clear up to 10.2, and then back down again. At one point it was 8 point something, and I'm sitting here on the couch and I'm looking back behind in the other room. There's like double doors, and there's a door open in there. It looks like a mirror on the wall. and I'm seeing the green behind me, and I'm looking, and it looked like there was a face in the mirror, but there's no mirror in there. Is there a child here?
Child's left. That's like child's left.
I heard that.
Look at. Are you here? Is there a little girl here?
If the little girl is here, is your mommy here too? Or your daddy? What's that? Was that like, it sounded like kidnapped.
That voice.
Ella once came up and Terry said that was a grandmother, something, and then, I don't know, we got had a few hits on the K2 along with the necrophonics.
I have Terry, and I have Mary, and I have Crystal.
First session, Eric and I were upstairs. Sometimes we were in the same rooms. At one point we were in separate rooms.
First session started, and Sedona and I went upstairs. We started in that room that has the hatch. All right, upstairs team. That's probably your best bet.
Yep.
Help those who might need help, including you, within reason. Just letting us know, first of all, trying to establish communication. I would say the first thing that we started detecting was vibrations. It seemed like the floor was vibrating a couple times.
That's what I got the sense for that.
Yeah. Trying to be still because I know I wasn't moving. Did it feel like the floor vibrated a little bit?
Mm-hmm. It does every time any slight movement. That the mirror and that dresser, I can see it moving anytime there's
okay. And I was still. I didn't hear a cat go because every once in a while you hear
right.
when they hit. It'd be like this. But
oh yeah.
But not quite as violent. But it felt a little light.
But there was movement.
Mm-hmm. As I was talking about that.
Are you Terry's family?
It went off again.
I thought it did. I mean,
It's one of your family.
it's your family.
Are you Grandpa?
Is this Terry's grandma? Yeah, I got a slight light.
It's a woman. She's trying to talk.
Yeah.
Do you hear her? She's trying to say words.
The one that would have been Scottish would be Ella or Claudia. Claudia Ella.
Claudia or Ella?
Mm-hmm.
Is this Claudia or Ella? Good one.
2.8.
Yep.
I just saw 3 or 4.
Yeah. You just got. So it's Claudia or Ella.
Are you here as a guardian? You are. There you go. Are you giving guidance?
Yes.
Oh, 8.6.
Yeah, and I got it on here too.
Thank you for that. Thank you.
Something.
So there's a confirmation.
Yeah, you got confirmation because we got both.
Oh look.
We got both machines hitting
It's
that.
all going.
Yep.
Well, Ella, welcome. 9.9.
I'm getting chilled. Yeah, it's a big.
Ella, it's wonderful that you're here.
Yeah, thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
answering us.
I didn't know she was around.
Well, there you go.
Felt that? Neither you or I moved, and I didn't see the cat moving.
Nope.
That would have been a hell of a cat move. That would have been a freaking lion would have had to be in here.
But we don't know if their movements downstairs may affect the house up here.
That's not okay. Clunking practices here.
Yeah.
I radioed down to the ground floor and seeing if they were moving or anything like that.
Proud to be your granddaughter.
Are you proud, Terry?
Were any of you moving?
Nope.
Let's see what
No.
that says.
Push the button.
This one? The red one or the...
Was the dog moving at all down there?
Nope.
I was just kind of rocking a little bit in my chair.
Could you do that again, Mary?
I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Oh my god, the thing's going crazy. It's because the walkie-talkie.
Right, remember when you use the radio, ignore that. It's the radio set in your K2's office, so ignore that. Okay, thank you. We just wanted to recreate something.
Mine's going up too, but I'm far enough away.
Okay, we're getting Terry's grandmother actually right now.
All right. So I asked
Okay,
you
thank you.
your name. Next, can you tell me what year is it? What year is it for you? I felt the sense of movement up there. Definitely, it would tend to be like leave the room I was in and go to a different room. At one point we started observing the cat and debating whether it was moving from floor to floor and that the orange cat was following it. I just sense that someone's out towards that closet.
Mm-hmm.
You turn too.
This camera's
The
on.
camera's focusing on something. Did you see that?
We'll see. Yeah. If you're trying to move in front of the camera, we'll make it autofocus.
We were in a bad car accident here almost 2 years ago in August, and I don't know how we survived, except that I had to have had a guardian because there was a butterfly sitting on my windshield wipers when we went to back out that day. It was the day after the derecho. And we were going to Ames to get gas for my sister who was stuck at the settlement out in Tama. And this guy wound up cutting me off across both my lanes, stopped in the middle of my lanes just staring at me like a deer in the headlights. And I had less than 5 car lengths of space to make a decision, so I veered for the ditch. And we went off a 4-foot embankment at 55 miles an hour plus. All that fell off that truck was the wheel well covers. That was it. The airbags went off. We all walked out with minor scratches. My son, the hemophiliac, was the only one that had a cut.
Oh wow.
But yeah, it was scary. I had to have somebody with me or we wouldn't have made it. So, I'm glad that the guy that whose yard we landed in was sitting out there.
Wow.
So he saw the whole thing. He vouched for me with the police. He was like, she didn't have anywhere to go. This guy stopped in the middle of her lane. She had nowhere to go.
I keep getting sensations like along the back of my head.
I was just about to say, I was getting chills and stuff like starting to happen as we were focusing on the before the house question.
Yeah.
So I want to continue with that.
Yeah, my hand's getting cold.
Mm-hmm.
Are you?
Has that moved at all? Or
No, it's realistically it's gone up.
What was it before?
We were sitting at like 69 when we first gotten up here,
Okay.
and now we've been in the room for a little bit. We're at 72.
Okay. So let's focus on that question, curious question. Does something happen, whether it is a traumatic event?
Back to that room. I was trying to hold off until we did the next session, but that mirror in her bedroom, as soon as I walked over there, I wanted to do the EMF sweep, and I got closer to that mirror.
Mm-hmm.
That mirror absolutely is got.
I separated from her, went into the other room, which was the client's bedroom. And they're just different energy altogether. Went in there and I stood then in front of that mirror. Check out this mirror here. Been around mirrors before that have been very portally in characteristics. My face has changed before in a mirror before. At the Klondike, yes.
If this is something that is non-human, because yes, she has her loved ones that are here, absolutely. There's those that have passed through the house, absolutely. But if this particular thing that's kind of running around is necessarily non-human, we were wondering if the reason that these trickster type entities hide and avoid us is because they're just as leery about us as we are of them.
And looking into it, there's starting to be a little bit of a wave, almost like that mirage effect on a heat on a highway on a summer day kind of thing. That's starting to get wavy on it. And then just this kind of emotional, like sadness kind of thing, it just kind of came out of nowhere. I'm like, okay. But it felt separate from what else was going on.
She's got some energy to her, so she just needs to be maybe just cleansed and reset.
Mm-hmm. That's definitely a takeaway, because the mirror thing came up more than once, and even downstairs they're talking
This
about
morning, why was I grabbing
Yeah.
a mirror?
Yeah.
Why was I thinking about mirror scrying when that's
Mhm.
not a tool I usually use?
Right. So, yeah, other than Amaya, we hadn't had anybody on the team that really did it regularly.
Right, right.
Even she was rusty at it.
Yeah. we
I'm
encountered
questioning,
that
it can go
before.
one or two ways here, I've noticed.
I don't like things that hide in the shadows and don't like to,
Right, and
be
that's kind of
straightforward with me.
the only problem I have with that, because we make you uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason, either you like to remain hidden, you don't want us to know, whether it's mischievous or not,
Mhm.
but I like
Mhm.
the forthcomingness to just be outright honest,
There's no need to be afraid of us, darling. We're here to help.
We don't repel or cross over those that don't need to. If you do have a legit purpose and a reason that you still are here for, it's not to cause any harm or anything like that, then like Terry said, you're welcome to stay. Yeah. And if you are truly hiding from us and dodging us,
Okay, so she was talking about that banister, right? Because
Yeah.
I just saw
Did you see movement?
on the banister. Yeah.
and we move, but you can see.
But it wasn't our shadows. That's why I leaned
Right.
forward to double check to
Okay.
see if it was you.
Are you on the banister? Does that mean we need to go back over here now?
So are you running on us again?
Does the cat see you?
Feel the difference.
And I kept coming up with the tragedy thing, so maybe what I was saying earlier was us trying to confirm that there was something that either happened to you that was a tragedy, because you're reminding us of unpleasant tragedies that might have personally happened to us, because I did feel in there, I got that, I don't know why, it was a random thought that came up of a tragedy that happened in my life about a year and a half ago.
So that I identified as that closet could possibly have portal activity with it, as I felt that before. Also not ruling out attachment to an item. Sedana had looked in there and something had drew her like that. We've come across that before too, so it could be a combination of both.
Saying that something traumatic came to mind moving through the house, I can completely understand that, because I feel like everywhere I go in this house, I've had a meltdown in every room because something traumatic has come back that I'm trying to deal with.
And it doesn't seem logically
And
normal, it
it's
just comes up.
No, it doesn't. It's like it just hits me out of nowhere.
Right.
You can either stay in it and wallow in it, or you can move on. And I've tried so hard to move on, but it's almost like this house makes me feel trapped sometimes. And I'm tired of living with all the trauma. I want the trauma to be there, dealt with, and move on.
New tools.
New tools in the toolbox, like we were talking about outside. Seeing that little wispy face and next to my hand was what sparked me to
get a hold of you guys because I was like, okay, I know there's something here. I just can't pinpoint it. I'm not as experienced. I don't know what this is.
Yeah.
If it's something that's attached to me from coming back from Salem, we need to deal with it. If it's just something that's residing in the house and it's feeding off of negative energy and the chaos, we need to deal with it. And I need to know how, you know? And so, yeah, there's been trauma in this house.
Are we recording this?
Yeah.
I'm gonna run out to my car and get a book. It's still working.
That mirror. It's an active
Yeah, I
mirror.
mean, I haven't even ever, like, I look at it and I'm like, God, that needs cleaned. I need to spray that
Well, that's
and
why I
just
thought
wipe
maybe
it off.
was,
And I'm
but
like,
no.
I don't want to. I don't
Yeah.
care enough.
In this case, yeah, physical clean wouldn't fix it.
No, it
Nothing a
wouldn't fix it.
Windex won't take care of it.
I was like, oh, I make it look nice at least. And I'm like, no.
It'd still be nasty, though.
No.
All right, so we are in here, and what we picked up earlier is that there's some mirrors here that might be contributing to transportation and going back and forth as a highway. We had gotten some interaction that had verified some of that potentially also. And when you get that vibe off of any object, but especially a mirror, then you know you got to do something with it. There's proper ways to get rid of things. Breaking a mirror is not one of them.
Nope.
We then made the decision to go upstairs and deal with the mirror in the master bedroom first, because we've identified that as a magic mirror that needed to be attended to. The temps were, and right now it's at 81.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah.
Since that doesn't record like the other thing, I'll have this next to that. Alright, so we are in here, and what we picked up earlier is that there's some mirrors here that might be contributing to transportation and going back.
Sometimes when I've noticed that the house, you know, the foundation has shifted and it presents with cracks in the walls and stuff, but nothing like that. If we're in bed and the kids are in bed, the animals are all quiet, and we feel, it's like, what the hell was that?
Right.
But it's not noticeable to me until somebody verifies that, yeah, that just happened. And at first I'll think it's just my imagination, so.
Oh, I always have to like, okay, did you see that too?
Yeah.
Was that just me?
Alright, get the cleansing candle. It's the reason I grabbed this one.
Cleansing camel?
Yeah.
Good.
Cleansing one. Ooh, I feel it already. Okay.
You said that.
Stoner had taught me how to use it.
You said that. They said, "Oh no."
Oh no! Oh. Just a second here. Because I want to get her some of this Reiki. I work in Reiki, so this is, you know, yeah.
I like Reiki.
Yes.
I want to learn Reiki.
Gotta get to those other ones.
Teacher. It said teacher.
Teacher?
Mm-hmm.
As in teach her or teach?
Teacher. 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 Teacher.
Oh, okay.
Where the other one died.
Shut it, the screen,
Okay.
and then open it to the screen.
Oh, it's growling.
There you go.
Everyone will have their own
Step
moment.
back here. Just a second.
Watch yourself, bud.
That's my firm belief.
Yeah.
And I've carried that belief for a long time.
Cross section. There we go. Okay. So one mirror down, and then from here, you go a step further. You still feel okay, either getting it out of the house completely, or for the time being covering it up. Then there's no reflection anymore either, and that can further.
Right.
Not. Doesn't want to do that. Not that.
Not that.
Oh.
And that means that's the way to go.
That's exactly where we're going.
Or something like that.
How? H-O-W.
Okay.
How?
That's not a word normally it says. What's it saying over there, Crystal?
It's saying happy things, but
Okay, well, better. Is that first? It
Cleansing.
it said how.
I said cleansing.
Yeah, it said how.
Yay.
Get that?
No, too much of a glare. Yes.
Cleansing. There you go.
Here, let me see.
Did you take pictures,
I'll take
Mary?
pictures.
So these are all good signs.
Faith.
Nice.
Faith.
Faith.
That's not often you see something like that.
can of it.
That's okay. That's meant to be there.
Yep.
I have a lot of
Flour.
strong things coming together all at once.
It is a shock to the system.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But I mean, I almost feel
Thanks for
like
coming.
walking out. The lighter.
It said done.
Done?
Yeah.
Good. Is that what we need to do?
feel.
I was wondering if there's another mirror you needed us to attend to.
I kind of want to do the hall still.
Okay. Right.
Yeah. I want to attend to that too.
Is there another mirror?
Are there others? Is there another spot in the house?
The hall.
The hell?
See?
Did you get that? Hopefully on audio.
Low man's whisper.
Oh.
Which setting do you have that on?
Electrophonic. Microphone.
I know, but do you have it on the echo?
No,
reverb,
it's just ringing.
white
Just
noise?
regular.
Just ring.
Okay.
No, I don't mess with
Reverend.
No, I wonder if there was a reverend or a priest that lived in this house.
Maybe because that's what we're doing right now.
It could be.
What did it say?
Like setting prayers and stuff.
Sheep?
Sheep.
Sheep.
It's right here.
You're yelling now?
Well,
No need to yell.
Maybe they were Christian.
Yeah, that's sometimes what the
Ooh.
priests are.
Did not like that.
Not like that.
Did not
I was
like
gonna
that
say-
comment.
There's
I'm
also
sorry.
teachers. The teachers were in the
trying to
trees. The teachers were the
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh no. Not trying to offend anybody.
Said you're
Said you're what? You're a
Yeah, I can be. Sorry. The mirror is an issue. We need to get rid of it.
Okay.
And then we went ahead and moved into the hallway. The other problem spot that we found seemed to be that closet at the top of the stairs, as each one of us felt like we were being pushed back as we were getting closer to it.
Because I'm pretty sure at the time when we were sitting here, I felt something cold, and then I was like, okay, we've got some visitors come swooping through, or some loved ones, relatives showing up. Seems to be about the time that they were downstairs talking about grandmothers, and that's when I noticed the photo albums.
Some of those were my grandmother's.
There you go.
Like my other grandmother's photo albums.
Yeah.
Right, but a grandmother's photo album, so there was some.
Did you get anything like that?
dead. Said dead.
Dead?
That never says that.
No.
Because that was some vibes we've gotten in here that somebody could have previous.
Probably way
Somebody
prior
lived
to
here.
you guys.
Right.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Especially back in the day when it was more, you know.
Okay, and I'm thinking blue.
Grounding and now you're colored again.
You okay?
But
Yep.
it's one with the steps.
I don't want to stand too close to that in case it
Breathing.
wants to shut.
Normal.
What do you smell?
The cats
Smell a little scent of maybe wood and
Called
maybe
you
a little
bastard.
floral, but
Oh,
it's
call me a bastard, huh?
further away.
Well, it's not nice.
What do you
No, it's not nice.
But I think right now.
taste?
Why do you think that way?
Because you want to stay here and continue doing what you were doing, right?
Yep.
Taste.
Gotcha.
That's what I got.
Legit. But
Yeah.
what did it say?
Is that your purpose? Is just to keep trauma stuck in its place so it keeps reliving over and over again? Is that your purpose?
You just got they.
They, yeah. It's yelling at her again.
It's screaming. He's screaming. Oh God!
Loud.
Get him.
Stay grounded. Yeah, exactly. So your space and send it out, not trying to block it from coming in, but
Yeah, I
push
feel
it out
like I'm
or
in
into the
my space. I'm in my little world.
Go back to its creation. Go back to where it came from. Necrophonics advice was giving us some nasty things, a little bit like no and call me a bastard and things like that. As I was getting closer to doing what we needed to do in there, pulled out the sacred herb, cleansed that closet. Also did the corners above it. Some oil helped kind of seal it.
You can't play fair. You're not welcome here. No, it's not what. You listened to what I said. From going to the bathroom. That's what he's-
Oh, he's got another box.
You
downstairs.
said need to leave.
I'm feeling a lighterness
Need to
coming
leave.
from this area.
Well, there was a pushback.
Yeah, I'm feeling the.
Is this the thing where we're going to do the two-prong approach, which is what we did before, where you smudge open the doors and then
Yeah, just kind of flush it out of
do
the
that
house
to
now.
make sure it's
that
not
we've
just
got it closed.
downstairs?
Yeah,
probably.
Bye.
Yeah, bye.
Say bye.
See ya.
Well, bye, he said.
I'm gonna do this.
Nice, thank you.
Nope. Because we are stronger than that. This is our bubble.
Then did the technique, I call it two-prong approach, where normally when we did it in the older days of Paranormal Endeavors, we'd have a team with some kind of a smudging or sacred herb or a Reiki candle, and they're on one side of the house and we start on another one and we kind of meet together and push out. That's how did a lot, often through chapters, I'd say 1 through 5. We hadn't done it that way for a while. We've tried other techniques and stuff. This one, it felt fitting. We'll start to push downward now.
Taking it downstairs.
Alright.
Okay.
Document it in case it does. As I said, you're burning my butt. I guess.
And it said burn downstairs.
Comes to me I keep, goes from me I free. Get a gift while I stand, to carry not my key. Yup.
Better.
Now I feel better.
Because we didn't do the rest of it.
Hi. Is there anyone that needs our assistance with crossing over?
I do, she said.
Do an offering.
Yes, I do.
Are you the same one that was here when I was here before? Remember we helped cross a man over at that time that wouldn't let you talk?
I do.
Battery's dying.
Okay, we'll do this. Take you 7 years to realize maybe you want to go now?
7 words without him now.
She
She's like,
said
wait a minute,
40.
holy.
40. Well, there's a time thing we're talking about.
Oh, see?
7 since we were here, but it could either that could mean seems like 40 for her,
Right?
or
We've been waiting for
totally it's been 50 even before that. Okay.
Yeah. 40 years would be 1980s. Would be 82.
I wanted to sing when I was down here.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. There used to be a sound system down here, but it petered out on me, so.
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna open up this white light here. Again, St. Michael, the Archangel, call upon you to come down. Spirit here requests to leave this place. Please act as guide and help bring this energy to where she needs to go.
Our spiritual session turned out really awesome. I like to be a part of that because I like that feeling after. We do the cleansings or sending to the light or whatever we need to do to fix it. Angels, accept the spirit, please.
Wrap her in love.
St. Michael and Raphael, call upon you, help provide guidance here. Clarity, transparency, and blessing. And love.
Love, go. We give you love. We give you angel
Love and healing light.
If you're nervous about going, now's a good time to go. We don't have to worry about judgment or any of that on the other side. I can't keep this open forever, nor do I want to, because it's basically opening a little portal here. So please, please.
Hi. We have fun doing it. I love our team. I miss being with everybody, and I hope we get to do more, and I hope things go well and bless this house. Angels be with those children, bless them, keep them safe.
I think it's pretty interesting. I'm interested to see how things develop here for the residents.
Alright, I'm Carrie. I don't know if I have any thoughts. I know it feels a little lighter. I always struggle with what that means when it means spirituality and things like that.
And I think this is one of the better investigations I have had. I mean, felt a lot of love from my team.
There's definitely some things that I think we may have at least stopped the highway of things coming in and out, but she may still have to do some maintenance care on anything that is potentially still here.
Especially call out here, give credit where credit's due. Noticed in Mary a situation where she recognized what was happening to her and what might have happened in the old days differently, where she would have went outside, broke down, and that kind of making a scene kind of thing, and she didn't on this one. So I think we all have to. That's a big improvement. A big improvement.
Thank you.
All right, so wrapped up what we did and what we felt, the direction that we were told to go.
It feels cleaner, it feels lighter, especially with the one in the basement. I didn't know she was lingering.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully she did say her au revoirs and went the way she needs to go, but I think everything's going to turn out right, the way it's supposed to be. So yeah, I'll let you guys
Doesn't
know.
fit me. I really would like to know how the guys deal with it.
Yeah, I would like to see what the other two feel when they come back in here, because they were able to see kind of what was going on. They could feel it moving, and I'm so used to the heaviness it doesn't faze me.
Right.
I thank you guys so much for coming out,
No
especially
problem.
you, because it's a long ride.
Well, I'll do them every once in a while. I'll let you
Thank you
lead
so much for
you
having
do the
us.
hug or the
Yeah.
I'll let you lead.
I always give hugs, but with the COVID stuff going on.
Yeah,
I was a bit weary about it. That's why I was like, do we need more masks? Because we're still kind of weary about, you know.
I've already had it, but
Yeah. Just make sure
Yeah, we
everyone
love
feels
hugs.
comfortable.
This group is a hug.
Got it, vaccinated, same here.
Thanks
for coming out.
Yep. Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Well, is the deer gonna cross the road? Okay, good. It's going the other direction. All right. It was thinking of passing in front of me. I saw what a nice vehicle I have, and I was thinking, boy, it'd be a shame if something bad happened to it.